Velma season 2 gets canceled. I don't think this surprised anyone. Like, because this show was the most vitriolic show I've ever heard of. Like, I didn't see it. I didn't even see season 1. I had no interest in seeing it. Everything that I've seen about it seemed like it not only would it be a waste of time, but it probably make my day worse just by watching it. So let's take a look. The video.
Velma season 2 canceled. Thank God.
Yep.
Finally.
One of the bigger stories over the weekend is that Mindy Kaling, it seems, has deleted a lot of her tweets about Velma. I would say all of them, but there's still one left, and it's this one. So excited for you guys to see this tomorrow. Jinkies indeed. And then
I bet they probably just told her to delete everything because it's making the studio look bad.
Probably.
Like, you got to think about it, right? If you're an
like anything that directly mentions Velma, I'm assuming.
investor at the company, so you don't really care about her. You don't care about her show. It doesn't matter to you. It's like she might seem really popular and rich, but these guys own the company that she works for. So, like, to them, this is just some girl that wants to do a show, and she's annoying our money, and we can't have anybody annoying our money. So, yeah, they just told her to stop. That's probably what happened.
And she's retweeting the actual Velma the series account on Twitter, which I wonder what's going to happen with that account because of the fact that
how do you have 11 million followers but your tweets only get 2,000 likes? Like, that's crazy. How's that even possible? Are they like buying followers or something?
Maybe. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? I don't think she was ever that big of an actress. I'm not saying she wasn't popular, but I don't think 11 million popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what do you mean? That's nuts.
I don't think they're going to get a season 2, to be honest. But yeah, I've looked through her timeline quite a bit, and there are a couple of tweets that she made.
Look at that. This says 500. Are you kidding? 500 likes for 11 million followers? There's no way.
During the show, they're gone. Like that one where she shared that picture of Velma being the most watched original HBO Max animated series. Which, I mean, what does that mean? How many HBO Max animated series have been made? HBO Max is fairly new, so who knows what that even means?
It's the best, but also the worst because there's only one.
But yeah,
that's what I thought. I was gonna say, like, it was either 1 or 2. I couldn't remember. But I remember someone saying that, like, yeah, it's the most watched because it's the only one.
She did everything except for this. She missed this one. And I wonder if some people are pointing that out.
No, they're not. The reason why she missed that one is because that was probably the only one that wasn't flagged by, like, the corporate team as, like, this is a problematic tweet that hurts the brand. Please delete it. That's what I'm assuming.
That, or she was told to delete any and all tweets mentioning Velma, and especially season 2 of Velma, and she just may have missed it.
I don't think they are. No.
If she's even the one that did it, more than likely it was someone like an assistant.
There's no updated stuff on here. I do like this, though.
Hurts the brand? What brand? It hurts HBO. Like, HBO doesn't want to be involved with her bullshit. They don't want to deal with that.
More than likely, if they can get everyone to just forget Velma was even a thing, I think that's really what they're going to go for.
Why would they want to deal with that? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, like, why? Like, yeah, why? Like, bro, these guys have Game of Thrones. Like, you think they give a fuck about this? No. If it's a problem, they'll just immediately get rid of it.
In the audience score and the...
Yeah, she should have tried to go with Netflix.
Critics' reviews of it. But
Netflix would at least let her keep the tweets and stuff, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I wonder why she did that. Could it be because the show is a complete disaster? Nobody likes it? Nobody likes this show.
42%.
Every week when there were new episodes.
7% of people like it. I like the show. It's great content.
They're over now. We saw people pretty much scorch the show because it's an awful show and it deserves to be ridiculed because it's another Hollywood reboot taking a property that people love and shitting all over it. And this show has gotten a lot of heat.
Yeah, this show probably did it the worst of any reboot that anyone's ever done. So
It's been fun to cover this show.
said any.
Oh, it's been great. Yeah, this guy, I love this stuff, right? Because whenever something really, really stupid happens, like I'm gonna be able to farm this for months. It's gonna be great. And 7%, it's too much. Nah, it's not really that many fucking people.
People aren't happy with that coverage, though. Particularly this guy who's constantly going through my stuff. He's a secret fan who spends more time on Twitter than his actual YouTube channel. He hasn't made a YouTube video in 2 years.
Jeez.
But he's traded that in so he can get some Twitter likes, pointing out that I've made a bunch of videos on Velma.
The reason why the guy made a lot of videos on Velma is because a lot of people wanted to watch them.
Yep.
That's
a lot
why.
of interest. Even if it's negative interest, it's still interest. Like for me, I don't mind watching clips and people talking about it, but I would never watch the show itself.
It's like Wings of Redemption. Sean Ranklin gets a lot of views, but Wings doesn't get that many views himself.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, people just, they have like no fucking concept. Like, it's called farming, yes.
So what? I'm going to keep making videos on Velma because, one, people like to watch them. Just about all of them do pretty good on the view count. Two, shows like this are shit and deserve to be ridiculed because nobody likes seeing their old favorite shows destroyed like they have been over the past couple of years.
I think that, like, deserve to be ridiculed might be a bit much, but to me it's like every single person.
Well, anything deserves to be ridiculed if it's released in a public form. Now, should it be? Oh, not deserve. I think he's right in that. That's a kind of a bad wording, but I think anything should be ridiculed if it's put in public form. If it's man, I don't even know the right wording here. Like, I really lost myself here just because of that. Basically, you release a video, movie, TV show, book, game, doesn't matter. You are now subject to critique. If you do want to be critiqued, don't release it publicly. Give it to friends, give it to family, and tell them you don't want to know how well it is or if it's good or not. Just say, here, this is what I made. Don't tell me about it. You really don't want to be critiqued in any way.
Person who, like, you have the right to have an opinion. And I don't like the idea that you don't have the right to express that opinion. Now, obviously, whenever you go into somebody else's space and you're, like, attacking them for their opinion or telling them they should have your opinion, that's whenever you go over the line. But just...
Yeah, like, you can have your opinion, and your opinion could be the opposite of what my opinion is. No problem. But that doesn't give you the right to attack me, and that doesn't give any right to me to attack you as well. You know what I mean? That's not how that works.
Just on a very
we have rights to have opinions, not the right to attack each other.
Basic level, you 100% are entitled to your opinion about any of these things that you have. Even if it's not a popular opinion. That is your right.
Yeah.
And saying that I somehow made Velma be renewed for season 2, which we don't even know if that's happened yet, is ridiculous. It takes millions of people to watch a show. Most of my videos on this only get 100,000 views.
I wouldn't be surprised if they renewed it for a second season, because the odds are the first season is just doing super badly, and the showrunners, they've already probably invested a lot into the show. They're like, okay, well, let's try to make a second season.
Well, they probably also had maybe more than half of the second season already done. It's usually the case, right? When it comes to these kind of things. So it just would have made sense for a season 2 because they already had most, if not all, done already.
and maybe we can profit off of some of the hate watching, but if it's still bad, we're just going to cancel it after that. Many times they've given seasons or shows like this, like 2 seasons, and then it's done.
Yeah.
And I think also HBO might not want to cancel it after 1 season because it could be shown as weakness, as if they cut the project because it wasn't good enough and it could reflect badly on them. So maybe they might want to do it for 2 seasons to avoid that level of criticism. There's a lot. All I'm saying is that there are a lot of reasons that Velma could be renewed for a 2nd season that would not have to do with the quality of the content.
Not enough people to keep a show going. It's not. You should go back to your My Little Pony videos. There's another guy that's doing this too. I'm not going to say his name because I think he's disgusting. He's a cuties defender, and anytime a pedo comes
those fuckers
topical,
absolutely disgusting. Whenever you hear about them, man, just what the fuck.
And relevant.
Like, look at Asmon's face, man. Like, that is what I'm feeling right now. He really is nailing that.
He always rushes in to defend why we should be kind to pedos.
So yeah, basically, I don't know who Mr. Girl is. I have no idea. But Cuties was a Netflix documentary that was focusing on the sexualization of young girls, and I didn't watch this because I didn't want to be on the FBI list, but I know about it.
Yeah, I think the conversation should be had, though, because it is disgusting what beauty pageants are doing to underage girls. That I actually agree with. I just think, like, they didn't need to add so much of it into the actual video or a movie for people to actually watch. Because there's going to be people who are going to watch it for ulterior motives, if you know what I mean. So I really didn't think that would have added anything to the conversation that should be had, and in fact is probably not helped it and did the opposite.
And basically it was just a show that was about like young girls and the sexualization of them. Apparently they said that they were doing it in a way that was like healthy and not bad. The trailer for Cuties made me uncomfortable to watch. It was just extremely like weird. And yeah, so that's what it was.
I think he's sick. He's always looking for Twitter likes as well. Not even going to mention who that one is, but I'm sure he would love to have the actual views that those videos get. But anyway, anytime the Velma topic comes up, people come in. So the big thing that happened in the last episode of Velma was it was revealed that Fred's mom is the killer, wanted to put Velma's brain inside Fred's head so that Velma could become a rich white man and run her company. Because Fred's, of course, a moron in this series.
Okay.
And whoever thought that these plots would go over well was an idiot. So everyone on here is making fun of this show. This was from February 10th. This is the only place you can comment on this, by the way, because if you go to the YouTube, of course, you can't.
Yeah, of course they're not going to talk about it at all. I mean, really, I don't see why this is news. I think that if they wanted to go for being really edgy, have Fred join ISIS. Have Fred go down the incel rabbit hole of like getting progressively more and more incel and hating women more and more, and then finally he actually joins ISIS. That would be funny. Yeah, and the reason why
I think Asmon, like, he already brought this up in a previous video. Like he really wants this show to go as base as freaking possible.
This stuff isn't funny is because they never actually take real risks. Like, they never actually push the line. They only pretend like they push the line, but this is pushing the line for people who think mayonnaise is spicy. It's edgy in a way that is edgy for people that get excited and they're like, oh my God, I think I'm breaking the law. I'm driving 31 miles an hour and the speed limit's 25. Bro, like, I'm riding dirty right now. It's nuts. Or they get, their heart rate goes up whenever they're going to drive over to their dealer's house to buy weed. They get super excited about that. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Yeah, those
Pretty
are the
much.
people that this is edgy for.
Leave comments.
Yeah, because it's not edgy a lot for a lot of Velma stuff. It's really just bad writing to begin with, and really poorly done. Like I think for edginess is fine. Like if you want to make an edgy show, that's up to you. But to have this low quality like writing, especially in like a beloved IP, like I didn't hear a lot of people hate Scooby Doo. Maybe you were either neutral or you liked it. You know what I mean?
This person says, still can't believe Fred's mom was the murderer. That's probably because it was never hinted at, and they never dropped any kind of clue that she was. This person's saying that it's good. Very rare. Never thought that racism would be cool. The season final was so good.
There's, of course, going to be some people that like it. I mean, that's just the way it goes.
But are they hiding?
Some people like eating shit. Okay, you guys ever watch Two Girls, One Cup?
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that some people like eating shit doesn't mean that shit tastes good.
Comments on here? Why did you have to do it? Goodness sakes, someone cancel this account, please. What's even funnier is this account only has like 6,000 followers, which is kind of surprising for the size of this show. It's probably all people that don't like it, other than this handful of people there. Another thing that's
John Cena follows it
is the fact that, well, they shit on the original Scooby-Doo stuff again. Here's the Mystery Machine. Fred Jones is Spooky Stuff Hunter, which he got from his mom. Well, his mom owned it.
Bro, this looks like the van that my parents told me not to go close to whenever I was a kid. They're like, if you see a van like that, go home right now.
Yep.
But people aren't happy with this either.
Yeah.
They're going to have
candy. A lot
candy.
of people making fun of this stupid
They don't have
Mystery
free
Machine
candy
thing. As it should be, because the show exists to be ridiculed and made fun of because it's an awful show. But they ask here in this article, will Velma get a second season? And I don't know.
Oh, I thought this video was about it being canceled. Man. Okay, so never mind. Like I don't think it will be it wouldn't surprise me if it did, but at the same time, it wouldn't surprise me if it kept going for at least one more season. Because like I said, when they released season 1, they more than likely had most of season 2, or maybe half, already done. So it was just a waste of money not to finish it up.
They would have announced it by now. Why would you announce it later? Like you would, if this was such a highly loved animated series.
Well, they're going to announce it later on because they know the show is extremely controversial. So they don't want to announce it right now because right now the show is getting hate. So they'll wait for the hate to die down for people to move on to something different, and then they announce it. So it looks comparatively better.
That does make sense.
As they were claiming,
especially since like the hate mob like only has a few day attention span. So if they wait like a couple of weeks, most people will have already forgotten this.
Remember, it was the most watched animated series in HBO Max's history. It
was announced 2 years ago. Oh, there it is.
A comment that Mindy Kaling deleted. Let's take a look at what they're saying over here on MovieWeb. So
yeah, so it looks like, okay, so it has been it's been greenlit for a second season. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Velma get a second season.
That
from almost 60,000 people who gave the series a 1-star rating on IMDb, and the thousands who helped give the show just a 7% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. The answer to that is a hope that the answer is no. However, it was reported that Velma's second season plans had already been instigated before the debut of the first episodes of
just like I
Mindy
said,
Kaling's series.
I just don't think it's going to go past season 2.
Will Warner Brothers be...
Unless they're able to make some insane turnaround, which it doesn't sound like. It sounds like it's just going to be the same garbage. I don't think there's any hope for a season 3.
I'm going to go off on a limb here, guys, and I'm going to say I don't really care about the show. Like, this show doesn't make me mad. I think it's funny. I think that, if these weird, contrived, woke people want to have their show, okay, sure. It's weird, but all right. Yeah.
To me, I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me whether the show exists or not. It's not for me. You know what I mean? Even if the Velma show was really good. Like, I haven't seen the Wendy show from Adam's Family thing. Like, I haven't seen that either. It's not really for me. I heard good things about it, but it's not for me.
That's fine with me.
I'm
not
going to
watch
things about it.
Into a show that is clearly playing to a very limited audience.
Yeah.
When so many other much-loved shows have been scrapped in the last several months. The initial audience numbers for Velma were impressive, but only if you didn't then look at the resulting avalanche of reviews that included comments like, couldn't make it to the end of the episode. Hate this show more than any other, and only watched to confirm it was really this bad.
Well, what
I
are
think
the
that
numbers?
is probably the reason why it got renewed, if anything else, right? If any audience reception is an indicative of like why it got renewed, that's probably why.
For those who've yet to witness the cultural phenomenon that is Velma, all episodes are on HBO Max.
That's
streaming.
exciting.
So that's episodes are on HBO Max.
Oh, for a second, never
streaming.
mind.
So that's actually a really good point. Most people didn't even finish the episodes. They just wanted to see how bad it was. That's not enough to keep a series going. I think they thought they were...
It would be if they would do that with every episode, but the problem is most people did it for like one episode and then gave up.
Going to have a big series. I think they thought it was going to be a huge show, and it wasn't. It was a flop, and now will they keep it going? So this show got the green light and was created, obviously, before David Zaslav took over. And he's not shy about cutting shit. He'll cut anything. He'll cut a 90% completed movie, which was Batgirl. And
oh yeah, that never came out, did it? Right? No, because
I think that was kind of dumb. Like, if something's 90%, whether it does well or not, like, you might as well try to get some of your money back. Not unless, like, it's 90%, man. Like, it's like 10%. It would have been that hard to recoup the 10%. Like, was it that bad that you didn't think it could even get 10% of the revenue put in back?
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
I should have did a video on it, but they were out there talking about how that movie was unwatchable recently. And I do believe that. I bet
That'd be funny if that, like, leaked, so you can at least see what they did have.
It was an awful, unwatchable movie. So, I have...
Because there's plenty of unwatchable shit that gets released, so I don't know.
No doubt that the man is willing to chop this show, even if they've already if they're already started to work on it. I think he'll chop it. I don't think you're going to see a season 2 of this. I don't think you will. I don't think they're going to
apparently
make it.
Got renewed.
They might have. They didn't even announce it. They just
that doesn't age well.
Well, greenlit does not mean it's going to be released. More than likely it will be, yes, but so is the Batgirl. You can't get to 90% completion without getting a greenlit. That's not how that works. So, yeah, doesn't mean he won't chop or like cancel it still.
Placeholder for it.
You see that in games too,
so that they could start working on it. And I don't think you're going to see them resume work on it. I think the show is dead, as it should be.
Now, if they announce it with an actual date, that is different. It's extremely rare that something would get canceled once it has those, like an actual date tied to it.
The fact that Mindy Kaling is...
Well, I don't know if it's dead necessarily, but I mean, there's not a lot of people that probably watch it because they actually enjoy it, you know? She's sexual and underage. What are your thoughts on that? What do you think they are? Like, what? It's my same thoughts with every other circumstance where this happens. I've said the same thing every time.
Is deleting her comments on this show, deleting her tweets about it, except for this one. This is the only one that is still there.
And there's also a good chance that they might have taken her off of like a creative role in the background because of how badly the show went in the first season. They were like, okay, we gave you your chance to do your show. That didn't work. So now we're going to do something different.
In fact, you can see that in the past 30 days, for some reason it's not showing up, But here, oh, it's because it was probably a while back. The tweets that she deleted were old, but you can see that over the past 30 days, she's deleted 3 tweets. This is her account, at Mindy Kaling, 11 million followers. So she deleted 3 tweets. Here's one that she deleted on the 8th, right here.
I believe you. I don't need proof that she deleted tweets. I think that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I believe you.
She deleted a tweet. And then over the past 30 days, she's deleted 3. She doesn't tweet that much, actually. So this is pretty big. So I don't know what the other 2 tweets are. I know that she did.
And she could have also deleted them because she was getting a ton of hate. Like, nobody wants to open up their phone and have a bunch of people tweeting at them saying how much of a failure you are.
Yeah, but I don't think that would be the reason. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like
that's also,
if that was the case, it would have made more sense if she did it sooner, rather than when she did. You know what I mean? I mean, I could be wrong. I don't think there's any real way of knowing, but it would make sense to me, or it doesn't make sense to me that it was done because of hate. So let's see. Sorry, I got distracted because I just saw Blizzard's having a sale right now, Valentine's sale, and I've been looking to get Diablo 2 and 3, so I got the Diablo 3 bundle thing for like $20. Like, it's really good, or at least for something I've been looking forward to, because I saw the newest season looked interesting, but I didn't realize I didn't have it on my computer. I had it on like console, I guess, or maybe a different account. Doesn't really matter. Okay, back to the video.
a case. That's also possible.
100% delete that one where she shared that picture of the show being watched. So what were the other 2 tweets that she deleted? They were probably Velma tweets. She's only got 1 left. That's not a good sign for a season 2. I don't think we're going to see a season 2 of this show. I think it's done. And good riddance.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed to that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Okay. Well, I mean,
make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also
is this like
can
Patreon?
just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter,
kind of sounds like it, but I don't think so.
Doing an extra live stream?
Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, somebody says that they're on Locals. Like, I'm going to assume that's like a
dating website.
You know, like a close like Tinder, like OnlyFans. Like, that's what it sounds like to me.
To me, it sounds like a freaking dating website. Like, Locals or singles in, what was it? How did they phrase it? Singles in your area. Like, I don't know why that's the kind of vibe I get from the name Locals. Local singles, I think, or something like that.
And throwing
but no
links to the supporters.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
So you can actually come on and have a support.
I mean, it looks pretty bare bones. Like, it doesn't look that interesting. Locals. I mean, it says YouTube, so I don't know.
Live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.
I'll link you guys a video. Give me one second.
Captain Grimm actually just released new video.
I will look at that in a bit. Oh my god, why is this? I hate how it does autoplay. I can't turn this off. It's so annoying whenever this happens.
Yep. When you have a playlist and it just goes to the next one, that's stupid.
Yeah, and I know that you can turn off autoplay for certain things, but you can't turn it off for like hit the X.
Will he do it?
Okay.
Does that work? I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Work over here. So come check out my Locals.
I didn't know that if it works.
Why'd you tell me to do that?
Did not work. It just minimized it.
Should we go back and ban them? I think we should.
ban.
Yeah, guys, I will give you a bit of advice. I do not want.
I think a way to do it right is to go into the person's thing, go here, and then click here. Like, I think this stops it. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, that stops it. Okay. So
Like,
I don't really watch, or I don't directly go into Asmon's like live channel, so I don't know if he knows that, where you just go into their thing, click the video again outside of the playlist, and it won't be in the playlist. Like, it won't autoplay.
Talking about, shut the fuck up. Want ban them? I think we should. Yeah, guys, I will give you a bit of advice. I do not want people's tech support advice if it's wrong. If you don't know what you're talking about, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you can't do it for a playlist. Yes, I know that. That's what I clearly said, but somebody was typing in all caps lock. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, sounds like somebody's going to get fucking banned for that. I'd like to refresh and remind everybody that if you give tech support advice and it is wrong, you are permanently banned.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They had good intentions. They were trying to help. No, they weren't. They were trying to be involved even though they knew nothing. That's the way it is. I don't want it. Let's see here. Delete system 32. Yeah, there you go. And let's see here. Get the fuck off your high horse? Bro, you mad? But were you one of the people doing it? Let me see. No. Well, I'll ban you anyway. Get out of here. Look at this guy. Oh my god.
I mean, that's been a rule of his for a while, right? At least back when he like lost power or something. Like, I don't remember when. But yeah, I mean, it's his channel. Why are you gonna like get mad that he's enforcing his like rules
Look at
on
you. Oh wow.
Double standard sounds kinky.
They actually admitted vaccines were useless. Imagine if it was a male. Double standard bullshit. Host a real person. Nick is fake as fuck. Get the fuck off your high horse. Bro, you're such a loser. Oh my god. It's like every single time you see somebody like that, it's never like one thing. It's like 5 things.
Yeah.
Yeah, the audacity. I know. What? It's just sad. Okay, I'll watch one more, okay? Let me see if I can find something that's worth looking at right now. I've been a little bit slow on this stuff. I need to actually just spend time to just go through and watch a bunch of these videos that I've just
What the heck? He has the Lucy Pyre video with her chest size. Dude, isn't that like really old?
missed
5
out
months,
on because
yeah.
I've been so fucking lazy, and I
Same. I mean, to me, it's not just laziness, but
I've been
yeah.
playing too many video games. That's the problem.
I've been reading. I'll be honest. Like, I have this... I don't know what to call it. Like, sometimes I get these moods where I'm just, like, reading, like, Chinese / I guess, Korean novels. And I just do it for, like, days and days. Because they have, like, thousands of chapters. But, yeah. Like, I think one of my most recent ones that I was really into was, like, called Legendary Mechanic. For anyone who, like, actually reads this kind of stuff, so... Yeah, no. Kind of a nothing video. Like, I actually don't like these kind of videos. Where it's literally, like, him saying, oh, Velma 2 was cancelled because she had to delete her things. Like, that doesn't say it was cancelled. But... I mean, it could have been. I just don't... Because when it actually gets cancelled, or if it gets cancelled, I don't know, maybe it's good for content, but I find them kind of annoying. Because it feels like it just... In a way, I kind of feel like a waste of my time a bit watching it.